Hi there, signs of Leo. This is Kim. Hey, thanks for joining me. Hit like and share and subscribe, please. That helps. We're going to get into your reading. Next 48 hour, of course. I still do offer private readings if you're interested in that. They're only $18. That is not that bad, I don't think. All right, so we're getting into this reading for Leos. Give me some good news, please, Spirit. Using the journey of the sacred bee, just in case I forgot to put it down at the bottom, but it's journey of the sacred bee. Oh, goodness. You can tell I just let that sage got all over me. Okay, so the Knight of Swords in the reverse, Leos. Knight of Swords in the reverse is telling us that there's something that has to change. Oh my goodness, really? You got this the last time. So there's obviously something that's turning for you in your favor. Wow. Yay, Leos. About time. It's like whatever happens here, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because you've got this. You've got this. I love that. And just be careful about what you satiate yourself with. We'll talk about that at the end. But let me say, these cards are excellent. What is it? Excelente. It's excelente. It really is. It's beautiful. So we have the Five of Disc in the reverse for the past energy. And it, you know, it feels to me like that might have been an issue or something where you were like, is this ever going to change? Like, is this situation going to change? Is this temporary whatever, representing temporary hardship of some sort? Either it was coming out of it though, okay? But it took obviously a long time because the Knight of Swords being in the reverse is like, you know, no change for a while. So there is like this, I can breathe moment. Speaking of, so we have that for the past energy. We have the wheel as your issue. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love it because it's going in line with what you had the last few days. So like this is good, Leos. This is good. Let's get the Modern Witch Tarot. We're gonna get some clarification on some of these, but all right, so you got through some kind of tough time that was like not changing, right? The challenge, moving past a stalemate. So when you realize that the road is blocked, and maybe there's, I like to think of them as divine detours, you know, there will be different routes for you to go if there is an ending to one street or whatever. That's making the decision, and that would be the decision. I feel like it will bring a lot of peace to you as it's in the challenge, making a decision to go in a different direction is like hard. I'm not even saying that like regarding career or anything specific, but just going in the direction where things start happening and it feels like, oh yes, this is happening for me. Like you can finally see it because you're at the top of the Ferris wheel, you know, the best part. The best part. The Ten of Discs, your wealth for the heart of the matter. Meaning that it's very important for you as a Leo, excuse me, to not only lead others by, you know, helping protect, and so when things aren't completely secure or it feels wobbly within the family connections as far as money goes, and that type of protection, it's a big deal and it gets focused on. So yes, Leos like to feel safe and secure, and at the heart of the matter, there's a lot of loving connections here that want to see you succeed, that want to help, and want to be part of this soul group, soul family too. Because it's all you know, we're all one, but definitely a special bond when you got Leos and Aries, and it, just a lot in common. So something's really working out here too. Being hard on yourself by judging your situation a little harshly. We have the Judgment in reverse for how you're feeling. So, I mean, you could really be feeling like you're beating yourself up for whatever it is. I mean, you know, for whatever cycles maybe, or maybe how you've had to learn your lessons. I don't know. And just life in general, you can tend to, you know, you have to be your own cheerleader. You've got to learn to do that, right? So that's forgiving, starting with forgiving yourself. And I think you really get into that mode or mood. The King of Swords in the reverse up there, the crowning energy with the Three of Cups, with celebration, abundance, and reunion and getting together, makes me feel like whatever projects you've got going on right now, if you maybe ask or consult an expert regarding a situation or something that's not changing, and how do we do this? How do we get these changes? You could be tempted just to stay in place and ask and wish for all the wrong things, but get them all, right? So you have to be very adaptable to change. And I think that that's what this is really asking you to take a look at with the outcome is, with that feeling of, no, you can have whatever it is here that you're wanting to manifest. You've got to start with forgiving yourself, maybe seeing how a consultant or an expert could guide you in the good direction, or a good direction. This is really having a good time with the Three of Cups. It is. I probably will get some more clarification here on Judgment in reverse, which is, like I said, how you're feeling, beating yourself up. It might be something over work and just working in general. It might be something like that. I think the hope is for, you know, always we hope for things to work out for the best. Thinking too much and planning too much for if something doesn't work out might be that energy that can keep you kind of in place. That's what I'm thinking, is that, so Leos are pretty positive as it is, but can always find those reasons to hold back. And so that's what I think that's talking about. And then you're just really stepping into your authentic self here. King of Wands, future, you're being you. The only you can do so well is yourself. So, Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Leos, tell me more. Oh, okay. Okay. Because there is a completion that still has something to do with family wealth, family business, things like that. Because there are these ties and these connections that need to be strong, there's some things that we had started and we hadn't finished. And with the world in reverse, that's taking a look at those things that aren't finished. And since it's paired with Judgment in reverse, I think you're being just a little too harsh on yourself for the things that haven't come full circle yet. Because all is not, you know, set in stone here. You can do a lot with these energies, especially this Wheel of Fortune. Makes me think that whatever you decide to move past some kind of block, it's going to bring about so much peace for you and make you feel like you're being authentically you by living exactly how, you know, you're really wanting to see things. So it's also a little bit of like the authentic self masterfully building something that is a success. And I like that. I don't see anything wrong. Tell us about the King of Swords in the reverse. Sometimes I could look at this card as maybe somebody wanting to place some adversity your way. You know what I mean? Like trying to make it harder. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to. I don't think they're going to be able to, because you got the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Like, you are really okay to step into this role of being financial leader here for your clan, your group, whatever. So, tell me more about that. And the Three of Pentacles. It's going to take cooperation, working together, and I also see this as getting more information and guidance. Yeah. All right. So, looking really good in the money department. That's really good. Laying the groundwork here for some kind of big completion. And just remember, I mean, this looks really, really, really good. Tell me about how we can turn those Nine of Cups up there in the reverse. I think it's just saying there could be a tendency to choose something that's not so great for you, but you have that. You also have that choice to stay back and not roll with the changes, but something's asking you to be enlightened to you, who you are. Place no judgment on others, and forget, or yourself, and forgive others for judgment too, because we're all human. So deserving of this happiness. That's the message. Yes, Leo's very deserving of this happiness, and maybe that's something that, because of the Judgment being in reverse twice, maybe that's something that you just need to be reminded, is that worthy of this success, worthy of this change, worthy of your own support. Yes. So you could be very undecided on something. I'm going to get another card to see what we're, or what this is undecided about. It seems like it's probably that Two of Swords, though, the challenge. Tell me what we're undecided about. How to shift the weight, how to shift our priorities, how to make the decision of what we can handle, what we can't. And then I think that's also kind of being brave to say, I'm going to put up my boundaries and say, I can have this, I can't have this, if it's not on the line to your, if it doesn't go with your focus and your intent. 10-10. So it's divine timing too. So there's divine timing for you to step into your magician power and see something through, being decisive along the way. So this is not necessarily about a lot of action. This reading is just telling you that you have some good energies to work with, and you should look forward to celebrating and truly some kind of abundance. So yeah. All right. And this is like, if something is not good for you and you vow to stay away from it, but then you get into a happy state, and then it's saying not to go back on, maybe decisions that you have made in the past that were good for you. Yeah. I think that's what we've got going on here, Leos. I'm going to wrap up your reading. I'm going to pull from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, and we'll see what we get with the Oracle cards, and then we'll close out your reading, because it's a great reading. I don't think the advice here is to not be really so hard on yourself. Yeah. And to be enlightened about whatever it is that's changing, that's a cycle that is changing, something that's new to you. 77, generosity. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what's needed right now. Nice. And that's the 77. Then we have 22, creative projects. It's time to get things done. Make your creative projects a priority right now. Ooh, nice. And then 70, universal bank. Everything you need to thrive is already here. So definitely not thinking of lack, but thinking of, what it is that you can get, that you can. Oh, and definitely Automatic. I didn't see any cards to really warn you of that, but you know, automatically being too hard on yourself or placing harsh judgments on yourself, you know, automatically it can get you in that state to where you're always thinking something kind of negative. So be careful with that. Learn to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to, is what the card says. 31. Help those positive thoughts come through. They will help. 76, soulmate. This relationship is a match made in heaven. Yay. Yay, you got so much. 56, mirror. Everything that is happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. Another 7. Here are the 7s. Universal flow. It is time for you to slow down, breathe, take time to smell the roses. And then on the bottom, 24, authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are. That's a really good card. I like that one. I like that one. Okay, so Moonology Manifestation deck. Let's get something from these. Let's see what you got for Leo. What you got for Leo? I have full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Yeah, and new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. That's where that judgment in reverse is kind of coming across to me as being a little harsh. So know your worth. New moon in Taurus. Know your worth. Whoop. Coming out in 2s too. I'm gonna notice that. Last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. First quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. Look, you've got Scorpio, Scorpio, Taurus, Taurus. That's kind of interesting, actually. That's kind of interesting. All right, fairy dust. Your fairy guides. Whenever you're feeling blue, don't fear. The fairies are protecting you. And I have rainbows in the forest. No trees debate. Rainbow stand with love, not hate. And fairy wings. In the forest, small lights glow. Those fairies sure are flying low. That's what I've got for my Leos. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.